welcome if you new, forgiving your lateness. You streaming in your car, then let it ride. If you on the YouTube, like the video, subscribe. You are now tuned in to the TSP. You are now tuned in to the You are now tuned in. You are now tuned in to the TSP.
Yes, sir. TSP episode 196. That's right, 196, 4 away from the big 2, hun. I'm your host, Bobby Hall, and with me, as always, you know who it is. That's young D-Lo. Dylan, good morning, my man. How we doing this week?
What's going on, brother? Yeah, we're doing good, man. We're doing good over here in the, I guess we're not the, well, I don't even know what area code I am in, to be honest. 750, I think. Don't hold me to that. But hey, we're doing good, man. We're doing good.
750? Wow.
I could be completely off base. No,
I feel like that's off.
that's definitely off. You know what? I'm gonna fucking look it up because I think that I just kind of combined. I combined my previous area code and my current area code. So yeah, give me a second here because my last one was 850 from the 419 to the 850. So I mean, let's see, 947. That doesn't have a nice ring to it.
No, that's actually an ugly ass area
947. No, the 850.
That's why I fuck with ours big time. 419?
419. 419 to the 850 to the 947. Fuck, man. I'm gonna have to move again.
Yeah,
some people
you gotta find a better. I would move somewhere strictly based on their area code.
Yeah, I mean, like some people make sure they're not moving into HOAs or anything like that. Make sure they can have some space from their neighbors, some privacy, maybe a pool. No. Gotta have a catchy area code. Priority 1.
And then, there's also technically 567 because I think they ran out of 419 numbers or something, so they just had to make a whole new area code. I think because there's a lot of people around here with 567 area code phone numbers.
Really?
He already has one. Yeah.
In Toledo area?
Yeah.
Wow, 567.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't like that.
No, 419.
I still have the OG.
Supreme,
I still have the OG 419.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
know a lot of people. There's people that are across the states. That they're still repping the 419 number. I'm pretty sure. Chris Bassett up in Toronto still has a 419 area code. I like that, man. I respect that. You know what I mean? Stay true. Plus, it's probably just a bitch to change your number and tell, especially somebody like him who has thousands of contacts. Here's my new number.
New number. Yeah, that's definitely true. Like all the context situation, but I mean, definitely if you're someone like Chris Bass, you kind of remember where you're from, remember your roots. Mud made for life.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah,
like
I mean,
man, you were down there in Florida,
in the swamps,
still rocking the 419.
100%.
Now you're in the 947.
Yeah,
still doing it.
Yeah, I'm going to be repping the 419. I've had this number, my first number, my last number. So that's what's going to be, unless something catastrophic
I've had
happens.
this number since I was 16 years old. And, that's what it'll be.
It's the number I had on the old brick cell phone.
Yeah.
The old Nokia cell phone, where you had to type one button like 3 times to get to a certain letter when you're texting. Back in the old days, before flip phones, Bobby. That's how old I am.
Come on. Who are you talking to? Come on, baby. I had a phone before the flip phones.
Yeah, same.
It's just a green screen. You know what I mean? If we had old ass Joe here, he'd tell you the same thing.
I don't even think my screen lit up.
Just brick phone.
I needed a flashlight to text in the dark.
I remember the game on there was falling numbers. There'd be falling numbers, and you'd have to hit the correct one on your keypad. Get a point.
All these like fucking games that we have on our phones now and stuff. Like there was no internet connection to the phone. I think the biggest game I had on my phone was Tetris. So that could have been. I mean, yeah, you needed a separate device to play those games, and that was called the iPod.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Such is life.
But we're recording on a big day, the morning of the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 59, right?
I think so. Yeah.
This morning started off productive, I guess, in a sense, because I woke up, my right ear, it felt like it was just stuffed with tissue. You know what I mean? Just had that feeling where I could just feel it. Didn't hurt, but it was just like it was annoying. It was an annoying feeling.
Sure.
So luckily we had some earwax drops. Put those in there. Sat, with my head tilted to the side, and you're hearing all the fizzing and bubbling up going in your ear for like 10 minutes. And then you got to take the little rubber syringe with some water and just fucking blast your ear out. And sure enough, man, a big old chunk of wax popped out, and I feel like a new man.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow. I don't know if that's like a specific product you have for that, or is it like? Cause I know.
Well, there's like earwax removal kits. It'll come with like a bottle of these drops that's usually got like peroxide and other shit in there that once you fucking put in your ear and it hits the wax, it starts bubbling up and breaks it down, and then you'll take like a rubber syringe that that you used to, like when your kids were babies, you'd kind of
Suck its snot
get
out.
the boogers out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would take that and get some warm water in there, and then you just fucking squeeze it in your ear and wash all that shit out.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean we have a one of those, like, I don't know, like a scooper, it's a stick thing, and it has like a camera attached to it, and like it has an app to your phone. You can like see the camera going into your ear, and you can like scrape shit out. Dude, it's like I went to use that thing, and it felt like I was already stabbing my eardrum. Like I got sensitive earlobes or something, or ear canal, because like Jen said I wasn't even barely in, dude. The scooper was past like the ear hole. It's like, dude, I can't do this. I want to go deaf. I got some stuff out.
Yeah, it just it felt great. I've been on light duty for the last 3 weeks, so I've been wearing my AirPods a lot. Listening to podcasts and other shit like that. So I'm sure that doesn't help.
Yeah, they say
pushing all that
like
shit into your
vibrations.
ear.
Yeah.
We got that out, and then also, I'm getting it started early for Super Bowl Sunday. We I just got a response back from somebody, potential guest. We'll have to talk about that. So we made tacos, and I'll talk more about it later. But Aldi sells these birria kits. Well, it's not a kit, but it's just like a roast that they have, like basically marinating in this like birria shit. And I got a whole slew of Aldi reviews coming, but along with that, because the kids aren't gonna fuck with that stuff, so we made just some regular ass tacos. And there was a bunch of that meat left over. And I'm doing wings, I'm doing buffalo chicken dip, mott sticks, so I knew most likely that meat was just gonna go to fucking waste. So I said, fuck that. You know how much ground beef is today? It ain't going in the fucking garbage. I'd fucking tacos for breakfast.
Okay.
Okay. And plus, I was like, you know what? It's Super Bowl Sunday. Everyone's going to eat like shit all day. Why not start now?
Oh, 100%.
Will I regret that later? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. But $4 a pound for some ground beef, sometimes $5. I ain't throwing that away.
Yeah, I pay like $8.
Yeah.
$8. I mean, I go for the 93.7 though. Got to. Paying the extra couple bucks for extra lean.
Well, there you go. I'm going with the fucking 80-20.
The 80-20. They say you can just drain that shit and it's pretty much the same. So
yeah, all you do, I mean, is I'll take some paper towels. You just fucking soak it all up, and then boom, you're good.
yeah. I mean, that makes sense. All taste the same, pretty much.
Because for a while, when I was growing up, and I never knew, and I had actually got a very close call once at my parents' house when I was little, got it figured out. But when I was a latchkey kid staying home, I must have cooked ground beef, or maybe it was just regular ass burgers or something. So I just pour all that shit down in the sink. Just not fucking knowing, being a dumbass little kid. And then later on, I go to fucking wash a cup out or some shit. The fucking sink's backed up because obviously all that grease,
Hardened up.
cooled up and hardened. I didn't know what the fuck to do. I was like, I'm gonna be in so much fucking trouble. Luckily, like after a while, and it took forever though, because it was that backed up. Running the hot water and shit, and think eventually I got like a shot vac, and I was able to like suck some of it out. Eventually got it cleared out. And yeah, I learned a valuable lesson that day. Do not fuck around with that. So
The
yeah,
things
now
we
I've
learned, man, growing up.
seen, I don't know where I seen it, but I just take some fucking paper towels, soak the shit up, toss it in the trash, and then that's it. You don't got to worry about it. So that's it.
I feel it, man. It's kind of like the time I accidentally microwaved some silverware when I was reheating dinner.
Oof.
So that was a scary ass thought or a scary ass scene.
Right. Yeah.
I was fucking burning the house down. Shit was sparking.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's crazy. That's your favorite kitchen utensil. So
Yeah.
the microwave,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a little bit of everything, man. I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl. I always go in it now, especially this year, because this is kind of a rinse and repeat Super Bowl. We've already seen these two play. We've seen the Chiefs basically every year. It feels like. I always go in it saying, I'm gonna go watch it for the commercials, but really, and maybe we're just like so numb to it now, just because like there's just so many ads that play across so many different streaming platforms all year round that just like nothing, even on the Super Bowl, there's maybe one or two that kind of pull your attention, and the rest are just kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
But obviously I'll keep an eye out for those. I am interested to see how this halftime show plays out. Kendrick
He
Lamar
has a
says
big
there's going to be some big
surprise.
surprises. Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously the internet have come up with, hundreds of pretty funny things. And then obviously to hear, because it's going to happen, dude. He's going to play Not Like Us at the Super Bowl halftime show, which is crazy, man. Because how many
And
people watched it? Like tens of millions of people. And there's going to be a lot of people that,
100 million, over 100 million.
obviously there's going to be a shit ton of people that probably won't even watch the halftime show because it's like a rap act, They want them to trot out the fucking Rolling Stones and shit every year.
Nah, bring Creed back.
Maybe Kendrick Lamar will. Who knows? That could be the big surprise, dude. Fucking
Yeah.
arms wide open. Fucking Kendrick Lamar. But yeah, it's gonna be crazy, dude. I wonder. I have to assume. Drake's gonna watch, dude. I know he's gonna have some money on this game because he's a fucking very big degenerate gambler. But I know he's gonna watch, dude. So it's gonna be crazy to see. Really don't give a fuck about the game. I guess if you had to ask, I would want the Eagles to win.
Yeah, sure.
Or
do you want to see history? Never before done three-peat.
Yeah. Again, if that happens, I feel like Travis Kelce's gonna retire if they do pull off the three-peat. As much as I'm tired of the Chiefs, and I don't have any hatred for them, but I just, when you think of the Chiefs, you just kind of roll your eyes and like, God damn, man. I want it to be somebody else's time. But Travis Kelce, Cleveland guy, and as much success he's had in Kansas City and his brother Jason in Philadelphia, they still show a lot of love to the Cleveland area. And that's something that I've always respected highly. You're still seeing them at Cavs games and just, repping, man. I mean, CBS and Fox, all these guys, they love to show that picture of them in their Bernie Kosar jerseys and shit anytime they can.
Hey,
but it's cool.
I think we were born in the same hospital. It's a very good chance.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, because I was born in Cleveland Heights. They're Cleveland Heights boys. So we rep in the 216 here. I mean, I was born into this mess. And I'm very happy to see as much hatred the fans give the Cleveland area, or basically just the Browns, but they to see them rep in their current successes in different cities. Some like stars like kind of shy away from the fact that they're from Cleveland. They kind of bury that history of themselves. So it's good to see like someone of their notoriety giving Cleveland all the credit as far as like where they came from, their roots, and they never forget. And they seem to always not force it down people's throats when they bring it up, but they do make sure to mention, hey, Cleveland Heights, and they never forget. Because I'm pretty sure they just recently went into like the Sports Hall of Fame or something like that over there, Cleveland Heights, or I feel like someone did
That's probably
recently.
right.
So,
Yeah,
but good for them, man.
absolutely. But I got to segue into some some shit news, D'Lo.
Oof.
When
All
we're
right.
talking about Cleveland, Browns, the whole 9 yards, because our Monday morning, our world got absolutely rocked to the core. Some people are gonna think that's stupid to say, but it is
Dramatic.
what it
Yeah.
is, man. We're big Browns fans, Cleveland sports fans, and that's exactly the feeling. I remember I had sent you the link that I think it was Ian Rappaport maybe shared, or I mean everyone did at some point, but I think Ian Rappaport was one I sent you. But Myles Garrett, he sent out this whole typed out thing and said he's requesting a trade from the Cleveland Browns, which came to a bit of a shock because a few weeks ago, I don't know how far back that clip was on Hard Knocks, but I believe it's pretty up to date, at least maybe by a week. They might
Yeah.
be like a week back or something, but Myles Garrett was on there saying that he had talked to front office and like the Browns are a lot closer than people think, and he likes where things are at. And something must have fucking happened from that point on, because he came out and just kind of went scorched earth a little bit, kind of going after something AB said about how he wanted him to go from Cleveland to Canton, and he came out and said that's not what I want to do at all. It's it's not about Cleveland to Canton. It's not about the money. It's about winning fucking championships, and I want to win a ring. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but and where whatever we got to do, just get me out of here so I can go chase rings, essentially. So that definitely sucked, especially when he did say the line about it's not about Cleveland, basically not about Cleveland. It's about me. Um, Initially, I was understanding to a degree, because I get it, man. This guy's been putting in absolute work as at the very least top 2 defensive player in the league. I think a lot of people would probably say the top player in the league. All while watching his team just fucking suck. Even though barely a year ago, we were an 11-win team, went to the playoffs. We did get our shit rocked and got skull fucked in the first round, because the Flacco magic kind of burned out. But I think it kind of shined a light on the locker room and their thoughts on the entire Deshaun Watson deal and how that whole thing kind of just transpired. And I think if Andrew Berry and these guys, which they're just doing their job, because Jimmy Haslam's the one running the show, so he wanted to get his money's worth, or his return on investment. So they were going to trot this dude out and just hope that he was going to stumble into 2020, 2019 Deshaun Watson. It just did not happen, and they kept pulling the puppet strings on Kevin Stefanski to have him say that, like, this is the guy that gives us the best chance to win, while he's out there playing like absolute fucking dog shit. And people threw in the Nick Chubb thing in that whole mix. I mean, that was just a freak accident. Anybody could have been quarterback there, so I don't put that on the whole
Yeah.
Deshaun
No, that's
Watson
ridiculous.
debacle. You just can't do that. But you wasted some prime years of some other guys. Joel Bitonio as one of those guys that seems like he's going to be the next Joe Thomas, that is going to put an entire decade plus with this organization for nothing. And it sucks, because those guys come to work, especially those two, and just get beat the fuck up for 3 hours every week for 4 months. But yeah, so Myles, I think he's just kind of fed up. And I had said before, when he initially was kind of stirring the pot a little bit, I told him, I don't, I wouldn't blame him. Let's get him out of here. Get a gigantic, massive haul for this guy while he still can. Don't let him walk for nothing. We'll see how that goes. Andrew Bear right now seems to be trying to fucking stand firm. and say that, you know, it doesn't matter what anyone throws at him, he's not going anywhere. And you know, Myles doubled down during the week here on Radio Row down in New Orleans for the Super Bowl. Basically going on, you know, I've seen a couple people say like on that like speed dating, you know, going from show to show, talking about this team and that team, and all these videos are popping up when he was, I think, still in college, talking to Dallas and how he wanted to go there and shit. So that's when it just kind of hit me that it's like, this is gonna be ugly ass divorce. And even if somehow somebody waved a magic wand and Myles is like, all right, I'll re-sign with you guys, it's not gonna be the same after this week. It just won't. But that's kind of my thoughts. And I know you have plenty of your own as well, on what was a crazy whirlwind week yet again for the Cleveland Browns.
It's never good news, is it? I mean, it's always something as far as just gut wrenching, and it's always comes around the corner quick. I mean, you don't see it coming. I mean, you kind of saw it coming with Garrett, with him, like, you know, his post game media conferences and all that kind of shit. But I'm a Browns fan first. I want to make that perfectly clear. So if Myles Garrett wants to leave, then I'm not going to be a Myles Garrett fan and root for his success. You're with us or against us type mentality. Appreciate what you've done for us, but at the same time, if you want out, I take that a little bit of a personal offense. You know, you don't want us, then we don't want you, kind of thing. It's going to be a nasty divorce. I agree with AB's positioning on it. He's sticking to his guns. He said that he wasn't going to trade Myles Garrett, and after this, it doesn't change anything. He's only going to hurt his leverage if he does say he's going to listen to calls. So I guess like that's the best way to go about it if you even still were going to trade him. At the end of the day, from a contract standpoint, you have a Myles under 2 years left on his contract. Dead cap money over $30+ million if you did trade him. So, I mean, you got to feel the team here still. And with Watson, like you said, I mean, we're already paying out the ass for him, and he's not going to be on the roster. Or he's going to be on the roster, but he's probably more than likely going to be an IR after he ruptured his Achilles again a couple months after surgery. And then, so yeah, I mean, there's like finances. I mean, there's really smart guys. I respect them from their cap guru standpoint. A talent evaluation standpoint, maybe not so much based on prior draft selections. But I mean, at the same time, because of the Watson trade, they haven't had a first round pick. And first rounders, they hit 50% of the time as is. Everything past that is just a fucking gamble. And we just haven't been able to hit on the second rounds past. I mean, you have like a sprinkle like Wusu Koromora. Who knows what his status is even going to be. So, I mean, like the list goes on as far as negativity. But as far as the Myles thing, you know, I was mad at Myles. And I kind of still am. I mean, we don't need this kind of shit going on, turmoil. Kind of keep it behind closed doors if you want that stuff. I would rather the shock be the Browns trade Myles Garrett for a massive haul as opposed to all this shit going out into the ether. And basically, like you said, speed dating on Radio Row. And who knows? Because you've seen Denzel Ward, you've seen David Njoku kind of played in their case. David Njoku, he's kind of like, you know, seems to be the heartbeat of that roster, where he's requested a trade like 2 times, and he's back, and he's probably going to re-sign an extension with the Browns this offseason, possibly. And he said he's going to talk to Myles and see what he can do. But they came into the same draft, same round, and he pretty much said, you know, we didn't come this far to come this far. And they can stick it through. He believes that they're not that far off either. They need a good, healthy quarterback, is his words exactly. And a lot of people don't believe that's in the draft or in free agency, but you never know, because no one knew what Jaden Daniels was until he was doing the things he was doing, and he had the opportunity to do it. So, you know, just we'll see what happens going forward. But hopefully it doesn't get too messy and bridges aren't burned entirely, because I could see a situation, a glimmer of hope, if you will, that Myles does come back possibly. Maybe not on an extension. He has 2 more years on this current contract, but if it is an extension, like you said, it might not be the same, because it's going to be more like you try to leave us once. Let's see what says you won't try to do it again.
Yeah, and I think the media threw some gas on the fire because he was on the Rich Eisen show and talked
Always,
about how he reached out to, LeBron James of all people, which I think, a lot of people still have PTSD from 15 years ago when LeBron took his talents to, South Beach. So I think that just kind of brought back some of those feelings. And because this is not quite on that same level, but I mean, Myles Garrett is the best player, we've had probably since they've been back.
Yeah.
If not longer,
Easily on the
maybe
defensive
the
side.
second. I think a lot of people could say maybe the second best player behind like Jim Brown. So it is a big ass deal. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this goes. I'm wondering because we talked just yesterday. It's a lot different of a situation now that he blew his knee out and he's got just another injury this year. But Nick Chubb basically coming out saying that like Cleveland's drafted me. This is where I've been. This is where I want to stay. Him saying that during this week of all weeks definitely just shines even more light on his character. But everyone already kind of knew that's just who he is. But it felt good to read that because he's somebody that he's right there in that Myles Garrett echelon of of what they mean to the city of Cleveland. So to see one of those guys basically say the opposite of what the other one's saying is awesome. And like I told you, I am naive enough to believe that even if he was still in the shape, in prime shape, top fucking 3 running back Nick Chubb position, he would have said that same thing. I truly believe that.
I do, yeah.
So it's just what it is. But it sucks, man. It stings. Like I said, it stung reading the the last couple lines of that announcement he made. He just has to know how much that team means to the city of Cleveland and even people just in Ohio itself, because obviously I'm in Toledo, so but still it sucks. I see where he's coming from, and some people think that him and ABB had a talk, and AB spun some shit about 2 or 3 years down the line, and I get it, dude. About to be fucking 30 years old 2-3 years from now, like your early 30s, and that's the twilight years of a football career. If the offers, I mean, if there's some legitimate offers, and there's gonna be, Andrew Barry has to do his fucking due diligence and fucking look at him, man. Don't let this fucking dude walk, or don't let him, try to keep him around. He just fucking sits on his ass for 2 years, like that. That would just be fucking so stupid. But maybe David and Njoku can talk him into flipping it around. Maybe like a Nick Chubb, could do the same thing. Who knows? I think right now, I would say personally, it's like a 75-25 chance that he's gone. That's where I'm at.
I'll say like 60-40, somewhere on the same. 60-40 that he's gone this offseason.
So you think there's actually still a decent chance? Which I guess with me giving like 25%, that's not super low either. But
yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at it from like, obviously it looks messy from the surface, but there's still time. I mean, if anything were to happen, it can't happen until past the new league year, which is March 16th, I believe. I think there's like cap implications for that too. So I mean, they can figure it out. Let the players talk to them. Maybe let some shit settle down, see what happens. But at the end of the day, I'm leaning more that he's gone because he is represented by Clutch Sports and LeBron James and all that kind of shit. And like their profession is like more than just representing the athlete and getting new contracts. They like our expertise of getting players out of situations they don't want to be in and into new ones. But this also isn't the NBA. It doesn't work that way. Like the players don't have that full control. This is the NFL, and he's under contract for 2 more years. So I mean, if they really want to be petty about it, I joked around with you, like they can hang on to him for the 2 more years, and it's not over there because then they have 2 more eligible years of franchise tagging him that he has no say over. So they can franchise tag him for the year and then franchise tag him again. That's 4 more years of control essentially and just let him rot on the roster, fine him for anything that he misses that's mandatory, and see you later when you're 33. That'd be wild, but
I hope not. I hope
yeah,
not.
for sure.
And I also hope, because we had a brief chat about this too, if he somehow finds his way to Tampa Bay, I mean,
Yeah.
Brown's Twitter would just implode.
He might
It
not
would
make it to
be-
Tampa.
It would be nuts, dude. That'd be tough. That would be a tough scene to watch.
Yeah,
You watch
because it
those
was
two join forces again and then win the
They
big
win a
one.
Super Bowl?
Holy fuck.
that'd be crazy,
tough scene.
especially given the fact that people that aren't Browns fans and know the shit and they just laugh at us and make us the butt of their jokes. But Myles made it very clear. It was either him or Baker, and we decided to trade away Baker. I mean, that was after his shoulder year, and I mean, our we listened to the same radio show with Ken Carman. He said that if he can go back to the future 4, he would remake it, go back and tackle Baker Mayfield on the field before he makes that tackle after the interception, so he never hurts his shoulder. Because who knows if we would ever be in this fucking situation again. I mean, that's just a pivotal play right there that altered the future of our franchise. We got Watson. There's no going back. Andrew Berry didn't even want to guarantee the contract, people. All right. Jimmy Haslam was like, fuck, I don't have Baker now because we already did this thing. Baker requested a trade, so I can't go back and have no one at quarterback. So fully guaranteed the contract. And AB was like, all right, we're going to do that. So that's probably why they still have their jobs. People want to have AB fired. It's probably Jimmy Haslam's call.
Yeah. Tough stuff. On, just a laundry list of storylines and just stupid decisions and headaches and the whole nine, with this team. So we'll see how it all plays out.
I do want to say this, though. It would be very Browns thing to happen if we make the playoffs next year. Because we're the lowest of our lows as a Browns fan in our lifetime, at least our cognitive lifetime as a Browns fan. And for us to be like, we have no chance, we're not going to be competitive till 2030, blah, 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 blah. It's like, it'd be very Brownsian thing to do to all of a sudden be competitive and fight for like a 7th seed in the playoffs next year.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We need to get a quarterback first, right?
Yep, should do or die. Should do or die. Wrist up.
Yeah, we had to talk about it. That's such a big thing, not only for us, but just in sports in general. I mean, obviously, this is I guess the week to the Super Bowl is not slow time, but we're about to be entering like a bro slower period in sports. So I had to talk about that. But to close out our Cleveland sports talk, in the midst of what was started out as a shit week, the Cavs go out and make a fucking phenomenal trade to bolster their starting lineup, picking up DeAndre Hunter from the Atlanta Hawks.
Yep.
Love it. Didn't even know that was even possible because I know they were above the luxury tax, but they were able to add some people in there and some picks and do this and that to kind of actually cut themselves below the luxury tax while bringing in a quality player, man. I'm excited. You do lose a little bit of depth, but I'll take it, man. I will absolutely take it. That is a player that they needed, and I can't wait to see how he meshes with the squad, man.
Yeah, I think Monday night. Obviously, if you're listening to this now, it's tonight, but that he should be playing is maybe not meaningful minutes. He's probably just he has a physical and stuff that go through. I'm not sure if that all passed or whatnot, but he should possibly at least be at the game. Like you said, the depth situation is going to be a concern, but I mean, when you're going to the playoffs, like you're not really playing more than like 6 or 7 bodies anyways in the playoffs usually. So hopefully he meshes well. He's been what we needed. We've been crying for a 3-and-D wing, and hopefully he can pull through and filling that void. And it's like people I know were posting videos of him against like Jason Tatum on the Hawks, and like he was getting blown by and all that stuff. And he's like, oh, this is what we're actually getting. Blah, blah, blah. But I think DeAndre Hunter on the Hawks, with the players that he's had surrounded, compared to what he's going to be having surrounding him now, with a lot more floor spacing with Garland, with Just drew a blank. Jared Allen, Mobley, and then we got our boy Donovan Mitchell. They're going to be spreading out way better for him to be able to just, you can see Donovan Mitchell driving in and kicking it out, DeAndre Hunter wide open. But as far as defense is concerned, I don't think it's really going to be an issue. And also, people were happy that we didn't get rid of Jerome. What's his name? Jerome Tatum
Tyson.
or something like that. What's his name?
Tyson,
not Tatum. Tyson, Jerome Tyson. They are now teammates again, both Cavalier to Cavalier, because they played for Virginia. I believe that was their national title year as well, if I am not mistaken. So, yeah, I mean, it's good vibes, good vibes. I think we're going to be in good shape. It puts Strus in a more reliable role on this as a 6-man as opposed to a starter, because he got 8 alive against the Celtics. So he's more of just come in and shoot as opposed to rely on him as a defensive player. So should be good things to come for the Cavs. It was already good. We have 40+ wins. So, it's been really great. I think it's still the best record in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe. I'm not
It's
sure.
them
I thought
or the Thunder.
That, but
Yeah.
they're right there though. That's for sure. For sure. D'Lo, I'm gonna move along here. So one thing I like, I fuck with Aldi, man. You know what I mean? Growing up, my family, even though we were lower middle class, we were mainly Kroger, Meijer. You know what I mean? Aldi was always just kind of there. Didn't fuck with it too much, but over the years, I've grown to love it a lot. I would say, I don't know, they probably hit on probably 80% of the shit that I buy. I'm fucking with. Because it just seems like they're a place too that like they're always swapping shit out in and out. Almost, I don't know if it's weekly or monthly, so you're always seeing just new shit. They have the best brioche burger buns in the game. The best. That's no debate. But I picked up some shit, a bunch of shit that I've never tried before this week. So I do have some reviews, let you know my thoughts. We can start off. I was looking around, and I wasn't necessarily looking for this, but it caught my eye. When I order Chinese food, every single time I do, I'm getting crab rangoons. Those are a must in my Chinese food order. They're spectacular. And Aldi had a crab rangoon dip. Some of these are just gonna be some stock photos because I was an idiot and just kind of forgot to take photos, before I fucked a lot of shit. But this is it right here. Crab rangoon dip. It was in the refrigerated section. Caught my eye immediately. Bought it. Posted in Remy the Snack Gods Discord because I'm a pretty active member in there. It's really fun community they got, and he's got all kinds of channels and shit, like what you're eating, what you're cooking, a main chat. So I posted that in the eating channel, and he actually hit me back saying that like he got this before and he couldn't remember for sure, but he thought that it wasn't good. And actually, our boy Matt Schmees, he said the same thing, saying it was not good. So out the gate, I was like, damn, well, that is very disappointing to hear because I was very excited about this. But I had a bag of bagel chips and started dipping, and I didn't hate it at all. I thought it was solid. It wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be, and I think part of that is, when you eat an actual crab rangoon, it's got that like fried, like pastry thing that that they make them with. So I think not having that aspect to it takes away from it a little bit. So I'm thinking maybe if you did like pita chips or something that kind of mimics the pastry thing that they wrap the filling with, that might make a difference. But I didn't hate it. Now with that said, would I buy it on the reg? Probably not. Probably not. But that to pick that up, on the random and take it home, I didn't hate it at all. I think it's definitely worth trying. There might be somebody that loves that so much that they would buy that on a weekly basis. That is not me.
Eat it with a spoon?
Eat it with a spoon? No, I eat it with bagel chips.
So it's not that good.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you just eat it out of the carton with a spoon, don't need
Why would you do
anything to dip
that?
it with.
The fuck do you do that? You eat dips with your spoons? No. You're using chips. You're using fucking whatever, something. You gotta have a vessel. What the fuck you mean?
That's fair. Fair point.
You fucking drinking salsa with a straw?
You go
What are we
skinny
talking about
dipping
here?
with your dips, man. Skinny dipping with a spoon. You need a vessel.
No, no. But moving along here, I did they had a box of stuffed nachos. I was looking for some shit because I was shopping there Thursday with the fam. With the weather we got, work shut us down to me an orange box. Yeah, yes, sir. And so I seen these. We were looking for something because, like I said, we were there Thursday, so I wanted to buy some shit for Friday because Friday's the day where me and her are both gone all day. So
Nice.
Friday's usually either we're gonna order it out or do some easy frozen shit. So we picked up a few things, and I'll show you what I picked up next, which is probably the highlight of this entire thing. But these right here were fire. You put those in the air fryer, they're fucking Mexican pizza rolls, as you can kind of see. They almost look like toasted ravioli, you know what I mean? But on the inside, it's got it says right there, Southwestern style queso cheese filling. I think they went in the air fryer for like 7-8 minutes. I think I might have put them in there for a couple more just because your boy likes a nice little crisp. Pull those out, fantastic. I was dipping them in some sour cream. Tremendous. Now that is something I would buy every trip, and I recommend you go fuck with them ASAP and tap back in with your boy and let me know what you think. The next thing though, this is the one that I'm most excited about, and this is the one that I would buy every day of the week. If it's not there, I will fucking wring the neck of the manager. I wanted to find that because they got several take-home pizzas, take-home breads, all kinds of shit that you can heat and serve. This caught my eye. There's a gigantic fucking buffalo chicken pizza. And this is actually a picture that I took after I took it out of the oven. I mean, look at that right there, D'Lo. Look how fucking tremendous that looks.
Golden
Are you kidding me?
crispiness. That's a frozen pizza?
Oh yeah.
Get
No, it
outta
wasn't.
here.
No, it wasn't actually. Let me rephrase that. It was not frozen, but it was taken big. So it was like in the little
Oh, it's like
refrigerated
French.
section.
Yeah.
You pull it out of the box, you throw it in the oven. I mean, that's beautiful. You know what I mean? I was eating with my eyes.
Oh yeah.
Put that in the oven, 450 for like I think it was 12 minutes. Pulled that thing out. I mean, look at that, dude. Crispy. It's thin. So I actually ended up cutting that because it's big. You can't tell by the picture itself, but that thing's big. I cut it in squares. It was great, dude. Me and Tori ate on that and just I loved it. I forgot to take a picture. They also had some take and bake cheesy bread, which I thought was okay. It was a little too thick for my liking. Didn't hate it. I would probably buy it again with the pizza just to have it with, but this right here, elite, absolutely elite status. Don't wait. Once you see this drop, take your ass in there. Fucking make sure you got your little quarters so you can get you a cart. Because you're not just gonna want to get this. You're gonna want to get some other shit while you're there. Of course, that's just what it is. Also, I've realized that like most of the time I'm doing Kroger pickups, and there's a big ass reason for this. I am the absolute worst impulse shopper. And I think I've talked about this before on Earth. There's so much shit because we went to Kroger and Aldi. There's so much shit. End caps, middle of the fucking aisleway, and then the little main aisles. All kinds of shit. I'm like, holy fuck, I want to try that. I probably tacked on a good fucking $80-$90 between both stores on just impulse purchases. But this right here, D'Lo, you got Aldi nearby?
I do. One's actually connected to the gym that I go to.
Okay, well,
so it's like I can stop right
sometime
there.
very soon. You got to get you one of these, and I want to get your thoughts. Obviously, I think you would absolutely fall in love with this, just like I did.
Looks fantastic.
Looks and taste. I mean, there's not very many. None of the frozen pizzas that I get, they don't come out looking like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Not at all. I mean, that looks
And
like
some of the
I went into a fucking pizza shop and got that.
yeah, there's some chains that don't even look like that. We were talking about pizza
Yeah,
chains last week,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, you said something about cheesy bread that they had there. I mean, I would recommend. It's not cheesy bread, but I usually grab these things when I'm in here and Aldi's, and we're having like some kind of pasta, like spaghetti or something. They have these things, these garlic knots, dude, and they're the best garlic knots that I've ever had. They're better than they're not frozen either. They're in the bread section, and they're like in like a silver chrome bag, at least unless they change the packaging. But they're like in a silver chrome bag next to like where they keep like the loaves of bread or like their pastries. And yeah, grab some of those. I think you kind of throw them in the oven with like the bag a little bit opened for ventilation. And then yeah, it cooks within like the garlic sauce in there. Dude, they're so damn good. So damn good. But I don't know if it would pair good with this. It's not cheesy bread, but I mean I'm sure you can kind of, add your own little twist if you wanted to put some cheese on it or something like that. But garlic knots at Aldi's. Aldi's have some bangers. And this is living proof.
Absolutely, dude. All these underrated. They got a lot of bangers. Unfortunately, what I'm about to show you next is one of the shittier ones that I got. This is a one and done. It's the Boom Boom Shrimp. I wanted to give it a shot. It was like $3.50 for a box. You know, it was just some shrimp that you could throw in the air fryer. And then they had their little sweet Thai chili sauce. It was the most bland ass shit I've ever had in my life.
It's gluten free, that's why.
I even though I mean I even put some like because after I had a couple bites because they're small. I'm like holy shit. So I put some seasoning on there. Still didn't help that much, man. The sauce wasn't that good either. Did not like these whatsoever. Very disappointing. I won't get these. And if you want to, somebody out there, you want to give them a shot. Maybe it's something that you'll like, or maybe I somehow fucked it up. I don't think I did. I cooked them to crisp like I like. There's just zero seasoning, zero taste. No good. So never ever again. The next thing to round out the Aldi's portion is they have these birria chuck roasts that they have just selling in the packaging. That's in as you can see here, it's got the seasoned chuck roast. It's almost sitting in like a marinade. This is a photo I got off the internet, by the way. So those of you that see that date on there, that's not the one I ate that went bad in fucking November. This is just off the internet. But the one I did get, yeah, just threw it in the crock pot. It said to put a cup of beef broth in there. I think I had it in there for like 6 hours, shredded it right up. The one thing I didn't like, it didn't produce that much juice. I should have probably put some more beef broth in there, I guess. So it's probably more my fault than anything. So because the at least my favorite thing of the birria tacos is dipping it in the consomme. Um so but taste wise, they were solid. I liked it. Made probably, I don't know, 10 to 12 of the little mini quesadillas with those. And that's what me and the old lady had for dinner while the kids had tacos. I would buy that again. I think the one that I got was like $13-14, so not that bad. And you're paying roughly 13 to you see here $16-17 for dinner for two. You can't beat it. So that's one thing that I would. That's not an every time buyer, but that's going to be maybe a once a month or something. So definitely a repeat customer on that side of things without a doubt.
Nice.
That kind of rounds out some of the stuff that I got at Aldi. Everything else we got is just your usual. I love the Clancy's chips. Like I told you, the brioche buns are fantastic. They do a good Red Bull dupe. If you like Red Bulls, I can't remember what the shit's called, but if you buy those, it tastes exactly the same in my eyes. Red bag chicken. If you never had the red bag chicken, basically it's very very similar to like a Chick-fil-A. Like
Or the green
we do
bag
that every
chicken.
once in a while. Yeah, you'll just kind of air fry those and then put them on buns with cheese and whatever else you want on there. Those go hard in the paint. But that is it for Aldi. Another thing that I did try was our boy. Like I said, Remedy Snack Guy is always sharing shit in that Discord. If anyone's ever interested in jumping in there, let me know. I'll shoot you the invite. You'll get all kinds of inspirations on dinners and keep up to date on the newest snacks and shit. That's kind of why I'm in there, along with there's a lot of cool people there as well. But one thing he's always talked up were these White Castle spicy chicken rings. I think that's something that they sell at the actual stores. We don't have any White Castles near me at all. We used to have like one, probably like 10 plus years ago, that got replaced with a Popeyes. So I don't have a White Castle. So they threw their hat in the mix because, deal, as you notice, I mean, if you go out on the frozen aisle anymore, you're seeing. I seen the other day Rally's fries, Arby's fries, Chick-fil-A sauces, Buffalo Wild Wing sauces. I've seen Rally's got their chicken bites that they sell in stores now. White Castle, pretty much everybody but like the big dogs. McDonald's. I don't see anything. Burger King, Wendy's, KFC. Like I don't see anything yet. We'll see. I would love McDonald's to start selling their sauces in stores. That would be fucking awesome.
I think Subway even sells sauces now.
You're right. Good call. Yeah, Subway's got some of their sauces in there. So I think it's a smart move. I mean, why not, try to conquer, and kind of squeeze your way into getting some money on the grocery side as well as, foot traffic in your brick and mortar shops. But these right here, I hadn't fucked with them for a while because regular price, at least at Kroger, $12. $12 for a bag of frozen chicken rings. So, I mean, I was kind of straying away for a little while. Then these went on sale for like $10, still kind of pricey. But I'm like, all right, I don't think I'm ever going to see these, at fucking $6, $7. So, why don't I fuck with this while it's on sale? I've been wanting to try them. I actually had them yesterday for a little, I don't know, snack / lunch. I put those in the air fryer for like 7-8 minutes. And dude, they're good as fuck, man. I dipped those in Ken's honey mustard. And Dylan, I told you how my feelings about Ken's honey mustard. I won't share that thought here.
Share with the other people. Let's just say you like them a lot.
That ain't gonna be that ain't gonna be a clip, but no. These tasted fantastic with that honey mustard, and there was actually a nice little kick, man. I was surprised because a lot of these things it'll say spicy chicken nuggets or spicy this and that, and you don't taste shit. But this was a gradual build. You're about 4 or 5 rings in, and you start feeling a little zap on the tongue. So these were tremendous. These won't be an every time buy strictly because of price. That's why I can't justify spending $12 a pop on these. Maybe I would put them in like kind of with that birria roast, maybe like once a month, maybe, because I really did like these a lot. But that price point is kind of fucking crazy. But Dilo, hopefully these are some things that I think that you should try as well. I think you would enjoy these. Are you a spicy guy?
I am.
You're into
I like
some
a little spice in my life.
Yeah. All right. I think these would be right up your alley then. And you can see right there, boom, 13 grams of protein, baby. So it does pack a little something in there,
I like that.
I don't know what the serving size is with them being chicken rings. You probably got to eat fucking a dozen of them to get 13 grams of protein. But still, that's a lot though, for a little snack there. So, I got one more thing to kind of round out our little fucking speed round of reviews. Wingstop, we talked about it last week. Dealer, you brought it to my attention. You were seeing some ads on Instagram or wherever about their new sauce. It was a sweet chili glaze. I was excited about these. Tried them out. They look great. You got your sesame seeds on top. Those great Wingstop boneless. And I've come to find out that I must have maybe got a bad batch, or maybe it wasn't the right sauce. I don't know, but I did not like these whatsoever. I got a raisin taste to when I was eating these, which really turned me off. But I still ate all of them because I'm not throwing away fucking boneless chicken in this economy. 0% chance. I will fucking, if those were covered in cat shit, I would have somehow made it work.
I don't know.
I may give the sauce another try because I've had 2 or 3 people come out and say that they thought the sauce was phenomenal or good. So I might give it one more shot just to see maybe somebody fucked that up that day that I tried them. I don't know, or maybe it's just not for me. But I got like I said, it tastes like fucking like I got like a raisin taste, dude. I did not
Yeah,
like it at all. Even that fantastic Wingstop ranch didn't help.
I was puzzled by that review when you told me that they tasted like raisins. I was like, a sauce tasting like that doesn't sound
Did you
right.
get
Doesn't
because
even match
you
the.
have your little pre-order for the Super Bowl?
I
Did you get a
do.
couple?
Yeah, I took your advice. I got a five
There you go.
piece of a little sweet chili glaze there. So I'm hoping that I can give you a honest review, and hopefully it don't taste like raisins. Maybe it'd be maybe part of the minority. Maybe it wasn't for you. Maybe it was a bad batch. But I'll let you know here. Coming about
Yeah,
6
and
o'clock.
then those of you that are seeing this, if you've had these from Wingstop, maybe my taste buds are on one. Who knows? But let us know what you think. Maybe yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was just on some other shit. Who knows? But yeah, if you've had these, let us know. I'm interested to see because I'm on an island with this thought as of right now, according to 2 or 3 other people. So
I'll let
that
you know for sure.
yeah, please do. But before I go into my I don't even know what I want to call it. It might be a hot take to some. We'll see. But I know you said you had some photos of some things that you were fucking with. So before I move on to that, what do you got for us, Dula?
Yeah, I just had one thing here, and it was the spawn of a TikTok video that I saw of someone had bacon and meshed it with a cinnamon roll. So I was kind of wondering
Okay.
how that would taste. So I went about that business and I took some photos here. Now that, my friend, is a Pillsbury dough cinnamon roll, extra deluxe. We always get the deluxe. All right, you always go for the deluxe size here. And then I cooked up the bacon first, get that crispy maple. I think it was honey finished bacon here, and wrapped it. You have to unwrap these bad boys and then wrap the bacon inside there. So this is the before photo shot of before it went to the oven to actually cook the cinnamon roll itself with the bacon, and then finished product there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And they were all right. They were all right. I wouldn't say like it was, I don't know, life altering taste or anything like that. It was a good mixture. It wasn't nothing where it was like these two things don't belong together. Never again. It was different. It was a nice change up for sure. You bite into there, you get once you get into the actual middle part where the bacon's at, and it's a nice little surprise of like the crunch of the crispy bacon, and it meshes well with that cinnamon. So it's kind of like you get like your spiral cut hams. You put like the cinnamon glaze on there. So, it kind of have that kind of feel to it, but with a pastry vibe.
I think if you used because I think it's Hormel. They've got the I think I don't know if I talked about it on here or just on
Yeah, you
Snapchat,
did.
but the cinnamon toast crunch
Yeah, yeah.
bacon, man, I think that would work tremendously well with
I
this right
think
here.
you're right.
That's a solid idea because it's got like
100%.
it's got the little cinnamon sugar on the edges and shit of the
Yeah,
bacon. It
I'll
would
do that
work.
next time. I
Yeah,
forgot that you
yeah.
mentioned that before. I haven't
'Cause that
seen them
shit
in the
was good,
stores.
man. I liked that a lot. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I have to look at. I don't think they have that at my Myers, so I'm gonna have to look and see what they got as far as where they have that at. But that would be like you said, it would pair perfectly with this combination. And what the bacon I used wasn't bad, but that, like you said, would probably increase the vibes and taste immensely. It was pretty good. It was great. Oh, I wouldn't say it was great, but it was good. 7.3.
There you go. Yeah, that'd be a great marriage right there, without a doubt. Um, I forgot that we got one more picture of something pretty cool, man,
Yep,
that we
yep.
were pretty happy to see. While I've been on light duty, I've been kind of able to get a lot more consistent with posting on TikTok and Instagram, although Instagram hasn't been too receptive as of yet. We'll see, that could change. We were told at one point that they were pushing the IG Reels. Doesn't feel like that, but we had some people tell us that. But for the past like 2.5 weeks, I've posted probably, I don't know, at least 4 to 5 days a week. And people have been interacting and commenting. I mean, wait till you see some of these numbers here. Views are through the roof. It's and same with just interactions and followers and the whole nine, man. So I took a picture of the analytics and sent it over to Dylan and to kind of show you guys right here. It was just something that kind of made us feel pretty cool and good, and it's gonna something to kind of keep working at and strive to go even further. But some of those, I mean, the numbers are going to be outrageous just because we didn't post, that much. It maybe be once or twice here and there. But this has been kind of, like I said, almost daily during the work week, with just different clips and stuff that I will cut out from episodes. Some of them would be clickbaity-ish, but they'd like the opinions and everything, the thoughts and all that would be like legitimate. It wouldn't like we're not on here saying shit just to fucking rile up people or because we think that people are gonna run and come share their opinions and shit. Like they're legit. But as you can see here, like 11,000 views, with a plus 4,000%, almost 4,100% increase. Profile views went up 780%. Our likes almost 5,000%. Comments almost 2,400. And then shares went up, 1,700%. So that's fucking cool, dude. That's really
Oh yeah.
cool. Um, I am probably going back to my full-time duties this week at work, so I'll have to try to figure out a way, maybe like Monday evenings, I guess, if there's not a shit ton going on at the house. I can cut and have some clips to post throughout the week. That's kind of my plans. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but um, I want to keep it rolling. Definitely on the TikTok side, absolutely. Even though, like I said, our luck, we're getting some solid growth on an app that could be gone again in another month and a half or whatever it is, because it
That'd be
only
our
got like
luck.
a 75-day extension, and I haven't really heard much on the side of selling or any of that shit. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, man. I mean, you can kind of see from where we started here. There's a fucking big ass dip, and then kind of just and there's some ups and downs and stuff. I've kind of realized what uh what people like to talk about. I mean, just like us, people love to talk about food and shit. That big ass spike, I think, was the XRP stuff, which that's just that community over there, crypto. As a lot of people probably see, Dave Portnoy's kind of jumped in that whole fold and got all the crypto bros in a tizzy. It's been kind of been fun to watch play out, but um, yeah. So I'm kind of learning, kind of the ins and outs a little bit, and kind of just picking stuff from mutual friends we have on the app that are doing fantastically well, and kind of seeing if we can keep shit going. We've it doesn't show on here, but we've gained probably, I think, close to 30 followers in last couple weeks, which is pretty good for us. And if we can keep building that, we'll start seeing some shit right there. Like down there, the only thing that doesn't have any improvement at all is the estimated rewards, because you got to have, I think, 10,000 followers and then like a certain number
Lord.
of views and all that shit. So hopefully, someday we'll see some numbers in that right there.
Maybe that would
Um,
be what, plus 5,000% increase.
that'd be sick. You know what I mean? That'd be really sick. So, yeah, just some cool shit that I seen. And it's also just been fun interacting with a lot of people. There really hasn't been any like negative comments, which is cool. I'm sure along the way that'll change, immensely, especially if we do ever have a video that kind of breaks through the barrier there. You'll definitely probably have plenty of those, but everyone's been cool and receptive and just interacting with our shit from all over the place. When that's what I like about TikTok is they, the algorithm. You never know where those videos are going to land, and hopefully we'll get some more eyes and ears along the way, and keep this thing going. But that was something that I wanted to share, man. So I appreciate, and I know some of you out there that are already watching us on here, watched on there too. So definitely appreciate you kind of following us from platform to platform. That is really cool as well. So salute to you guys on that. Hit them, baby.
Sure,
Hit them
dude.
with the line. Let them know.
For sure. And if you haven't already, be sure to follow us at TSP_2019. We've been fucking talking shop since 2019, hence the number and year. We're trying to grow this thing brick by brick, and you are a big part of that, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I mean, the numbers go to show consistency is key. We got to get our name out there, and got to get our clips out there for people to, make their minds up for themselves if they enjoy the content. And obviously, you see with the likes and interaction and stuff like that, people are, eating it up, dude. No pun intended with the food clips there, but yeah, it's awesome to see the growth there. And hopefully, like you said, keep pushing, going forward. And it's not just TikTok. That's what we got: X, we got YouTube, we got Instagram, all under the at TSP_2019. Be sure to give us a follow, subscribe, like, and share. Easy to do, free to do, and it helps us out immensely to help us get out there with the algorithms to other viewers and listeners.
That's a yes, Sirski. Before we hang her up for the week, I got a hot take. This is legitimate. This is truly how I feel, but I've kept quiet about it because we've been in this like boom period of smash burgers. Everyone loves these fucking thin smash burgers. You can fucking stack up 30 fucking patties, do this and that. And, they got the outer crust and all that shit. And I love all that. They're good. I like a good smash burger. But here's where I'm at, D-Law. I'm taking a thick patty burger over smashed 7 days out of the week. I
Really?
enjoy a nice thick patty, a little half-pound patty. I'm not talking about a Mondo fucking burger where it's fucking a pound and a half of meat and it's just way too much. I'm talking like a little half-pounder, you know what I mean? Cooked to fucking perfection, medium. And, yeah, got the whatever toppings on there. Sauteed onions, mushrooms, your cheese, lettuce, pickles, mayo, mustard, et cetera, et cetera. You can do whatever you want there. But I feel like you taste the meat better. Pause. And I like it that way because when you're eating a smash burger with the crisp crust on there, I feel like you're tasting more of the actual crust than the meat itself, in my opinion. But here's the thing: I like both, but I prefer the thick style burger over the smashed, and I no longer am going to keep that to myself. Like I said, we're in the midst of this boom period. Everyone wants a fucking smash burger. Everyone's serving us fucking smash burger. Give me a thick boy.
Interesting take there. I haven't really thought about it. I don't indulge in many smash burgers, but I do like the smash burger style, for sure. I mean, but like a thick boy, I don't know. I don't know if like a burger is a burger if it's done right and it tastes good. What's there to complain about? I guess. I mean, I've had great thick boys. I've had great smash burgers. I mean, if you're in the mood for a burger, I guess. I mean, a burger's a burger. I don't think I play ball in either court when it comes to picking sides here. I'm a full blood American. I mean, we like our hamburgers either way. Either way, you got to dice as long as it's made right. But I was kind of surprised from your standpoint because you're a crispy boy, and aren't those like smash burgers have a little more crisp to them? I would imagine.
There's no hate. There's just a preference. You don't have a so two of those
That's what
things
I'm
are
saying.
sitting in front of you. What I mean, what are you doing? You're not gonna pick either. You got to pick one.
I have to pick one.
If they're served right in front of you, it's lunchtime.
Okay.
Somebody plops down a fucking triple smash burger, and the other plops down, like I said, a little half pound, thick boy with all the fixings on there. What do you?
And they're
I mean,
both
what are you
done.
rocking
They're
with?
both great burgers.
Yeah,
Obviously.
they have what you want on there. They're cooked to your preference. Where are you? Are you a medium as well? I don't do. I'm a medium rare steak guy. I'm a medium rare burger guy. Or I'm sorry, medium rare steak guy, medium burger guy.
I can eat a medium, but if I shoot for when I'm cooking them myself for a medium rare, I like a warm pink.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but I'm gonna go with probably the smash. I'll probably go with
Okay.
the smash burger, maybe because of like out of just not having many of them, so it'd be more like a change up. Because a lot of places that you go to, they're not smash burgers that they're pumping out of their windows or whatever. If you're making them at home, you can make smash burgers at home. But when I make a burger at home, it's not a smash burger, typically 9 times out of 10. So I'm probably picking, if like in that situation, I'm picking the smash burger just based on to change it up.
I like the bites of a thick burger over a smash. I don't know.
That's fair. I mean, it's fair.
That's where I'm at. And like I said, there's a whole, because there's like a cult of people out there that are part of the smash burger cult. So they'll probably be coming for my throat, over this. But I had to say it, man. I've been kind of keeping it quiet for years now. No more.
Is that a weight lifted off your shoulders?
Yes.
All right. Did you smash that guilt?
Mm-hmm. With my thick boy.
With your thick boy. Smothered.
What about Tops Burgers? What were they flinging out? What kind of burgers?
That's a good question. It's been about 5 years now.
That's been your.
I want to say
they were for a long time.
They weren't thick. They weren't thick boys. I want to say they're more of the smash.
Okay.
I think they're closer to smash burger style than a thick boy for sure. But dude, yeah, those Tops Burgers, dude. Oh man, Mary Esther Boulevard strip had some of the best, like, not, I would call them mom and pops, but just kind of like, what do you call them? Like a hole in the wall type of places, dude. Like this, they were slinging these gourmet, like concession food style, like chili burgers, tots, fries, did I say chili burgers? I meant chili dogs, hamburgers, top notch food. Like, and it was like served out of this building no bigger than like a shed, a deluxe shed, and it had a window cut out of it, and like it was just a kitchen. It was a kitchen, and that was it. There was no sitting, nothing. You can't order inside. It was just basically a building that housed the kitchen, and they were slinging these fucking food. It was great. Tops Burgers, Mary Esther Boulevard, Mary Esther, Florida. Also, right down the road was one of the best chicken joints that I've ever had while I was there, and that was Yardbirds. House-made ranch, divine. The breading, scrumptious. It was better than Popeyes, okay? This place was the go-to chicken place when I was in Florida.
There it is, man. I remember you talked highlight of it many times in the infancy of this show. So
Yeah,
obviously I remember the names, so I had to bring it up. But Dylan, I think that'll about do it. Like I said, it's gonna be a great day. Some good eating. Everyone, like I said, everyone's gonna eat like shit and probably feel like shit tomorrow and probably tonight.
Especially if my bet loses.
Making some wings. And then I'm gonna do buffalo. I haven't had buffalo chicken dip in like a minute, so I'm gonna do that in the crock pot. Kind of looking forward to that because I'll be honest, man. There was a whole, we talk about boom period of smash burger. There's a whole boom period of fucking buffalo chicken dip. You go to a get together, there's a fucking crock pot of that shit. I kind of got tired of it, man. At one point, it was like everywhere. I mean, because it's such an easy fucking thing to make. That's good. People are gonna eat it. Obviously, anytime you can do something in the crock pot, it's just, you throw it all in there and then boom, 4 hours later, you got whatever you got. But I kind of got tired of it, for the most part.
Sure.
So I'm looking forward. It's been a minute since I've had some, and I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be good. And I got some. What do I get? B-dubs, spicy garlic. And I think about other honey barbecue. So we'll have some barbecue and spicy garlic wings. Ken's Ranch. You know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
And then do some mott sticks in the air fryer. So
respect. Yeah. I went the easy route. Pre-ordered my Wingstop order, picking it up at 5 o'clock. By the time I get back, enjoy about an hour of pre-game, and probably have most of my food filled up, man, and crack open like a wild cherry Pepsi Zero Sugar, and we're rolling. We're rolling.
Speaking of, I'm on the hunt because they have a wild cherry and cream Pepsi.
They have them at Meyer.
I've been seeing the regular. They have a Zero Sugar. Can't find that yet. They do exist, but haven't seen them pop up in the wild here in my neck of the woods because
I don't do
the regular no more. I'm a Zero Sugar boy. So
I've came to that side of things too. Zero Sugar. I don't know if it's just because I'm approaching my 30s or whatnot, but I mean it practically tastes the same. I used to be like, no.
There's a lot that Coke Zero is, oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Coke Zero is fucking phenomenal, dude.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
It is
pretty similar to regular Coke.
Yeah.
A lot of people like Diet Coke. That is its own thing. Zero Zero is where it's at. That's my top. That's my number one. And then a lot of the other ones, they just take like Zero Sugar Sunkist tastes like regular. Dr. Pepper Zero tastes like the regular. Mountain Dew Zero Sugar doesn't taste like regular, but it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Same with Baja Blast Zero Sugar. Does not taste like the regular, but it's good shit as well. But a lot of them taste very similar to the regular, without fucking 70 grams of sugar, which is nice. Or the calories, 150, 200 calories.
Supposedly it has all that other stuff that's poisonous to your body.
Yeah, well,
sugar, but
you got to pick one or the other. So
yeah,
that's just where it's at.
But speaking of Dr. Pepper, dude, have you seen the blackberry Dr. Pepper?
Yes, we actually have some. I bought, shout out Remy again. He was showing it, so I found Zero Sugar blackberry. Did not like it. It kind of had like a like cough syrupy taste to me.
Ugh.
Tori likes it. I did not enjoy it. So she lucked out. That's all hers.
Nice. Yeah. I was glad to know because I almost pulled that one too, but I'll have to look over there because right where I grabbed that wild cherry Pepsi Zero Sugar, it was the cream as well, wild cherry cream. So I didn't gaze at it enough to see if it was Zero Sugar, but if it was, I might have to grab a pack and fuck around with it, dude. Because I mean, the wild cherry Pepsi Zero, and it tastes great.
Yeah, man. Yeah. If you do, if you do see it, I think you should pick it up. Let us know what it's about.
For sure.
Every time I'm doing my shopping or I'm in the store, I'm keeping my eyes peeled, man, because I do want to try it. Because it sounds legit. I'll give it a spin.
I bet it's good.
I'm not a big cream soda guy, but if you do the cherry soda plus the cream, tag team, that might be something I'm into. So I do want to try it. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. But I think everyone's going to be excited, Dilo, because as of right now, and I think we did say last week we were going to have a guest that, and this isn't the first time or last time on this fucking show, but of course, with it, our guest, ghosted us, and this person has done this numerous times before, but he's a friend, so it is what it is. Not gonna, go off the rails over a hobby podcast, but it's annoying. Just tell me yes or no. If you can't do that, I think that's a little disrespectful. But anyways, as of now, Dilo, everyone's favorite guest. I think everyone's favorite guest of all time. There it is. The BWC of TSP. Alex Traver is going to be on next week for what will be we'll be recording on my birthday, so that's going to be a great birthday present. Maybe he'll give me I don't know if he's still doing the side business there, but maybe he'll give me a free sub. Who knows? I'll have to talk to him. See what kind of birthday.
I don't think he does anymore, but it'd be nice to catch up with the guy I haven't talked to him in a while.
Maybe you can do a couple twirling tricks. Who knows? You can probably blur some of that out, right?
I don't think the censor. I can figure it out. I mean, I can figure it out. We try to do like a little helicopter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We'll see. That dude could probably fly away. So we might do some tricks. Who knows? It's gonna be a fun birthday episode. Always fun to talk to Alex Traver. All jokes aside, like we've said before, he lives a different type of lifestyle, but he lives the way he wants to live. Doesn't give a fuck about what anyone else thinks. I've always respected the shit out of him for that. So very, very much looking forward to catching up with him. And then we have a slew of guests on the way. I'm not going to throw them out there just because like this week, who the fuck knows what'll happen. But as of now, we've got probably 3 to 5 guests on the horizon. So very excited. It's kind of been a month of just Dylan and I. So we'll be getting back into some guest episodes. A couple of people we've had from the past. One from like 2020, so this would be 5 years later. So that's crazy. Playing some catch up, and a couple of new faces as well. So always good mixing that up. But D'Lo, for now, you know what time it is.
Yes, sir. Super Bowl Sunday. As you are hearing this, you already know the results of the Super Bowl, but we are rooting for the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Conquer the Chiefs, the big Goliath, and you're the David in Philadelphia. So hopefully they can conquer it, not only for, I guess, most, I would say, NFL fans outside of Chiefs Kingdom, but also for my FanDuel bank account. So I hope you guys are out there. Gamble responsibly, but have fun with it. It's the last football game for months. So, soak it all in, eat it all up. Hope you guys have great menus and had a great time with the Super Bowl. Hope you guys enjoyed the content as well. Keep on pushing away, like I said a few moments ago. Be sure to follow us at TSP_2019 on all of our socials for all the latest news, updates, and everything TSP. We appreciate the interaction, and we hope to get more of it going forward. We love interacting with you and having you guys part of the show. We could show these numbers and maybe show some comments and talk about some topics you guys want us to talk about, or ask our guests some questions in the comments below. So we also need to work on a live. We're still in the works on that, having a TSP live, hopefully sometime in the future. But from myself and Bobby, we take home umbrage with telling you to have a great week, friends. And we'll catch you next week for 197. See you later.